Now, another thing that I do as a mandatory, I always make every image into a black and white because you can use the black and white layer as a tool to do different things with it. So I'm going to go down and make a black and white layer. Now the beauty of the black and white layer is this adjustment panel. We can adjust each individual color. So if, remember, the grass was yellow back here, I can increase the intensity or decrease the intensity in that particular area. I can take the red, I guess there was more red back there, but you can see how I can affect only that color. So it allows me to make a black and white image where I get to select which colors have the intensity that I want. Now, like the green one here is going to definitely, doesn't do as much. I guess it's mostly yellow. So we'll put it there. But again, it's a push-pull process. You don't know what's going to happen with that slider until you use it. So you try them all out. And I like the sky dark, so I'm going to go with that. Let's see, the magenta doesn't do anything. I'm going to come back up, move each one. Again, because they're interrelated. If you affect one, it affects the other. Push the. Yeah, you get up there and it almost starts to look like an infrared effect. We don't want that. Right there. And you just click it. And now we have our black and white layer. Now if you like it as a black and white image, you're all set. But you say, well, geez, I really prefer the color. Well, I tend to over adjust and make the color too brilliant many times. But by using the black and white layer, I can come on up and use it as a tool to determine how much intensity I want in the color. I just slide it across and it slowly brings the color in. And I might say, well, geez, I really like it just a little bit further back, right about like that. And again, because you can turn it on and off, you have the ability to make a decision. So that's one way you can use the black and white layer. The other way you can use the black and white layer is as a contrast adjustment tool. If you come on up and you get down to the modes and you take soft light, see how it's made the image very contrasty. Well, that's definitely not the way we want it, but because of the slider, I can now go in and so very selectively determine exactly how I want the contrast to work. And because the color selection tool, the black and white is actually emphasizing certain areas of the image, it's going to adjust the contrast more or less in those areas. So I'm going to put it about like that. I want that, got a good punch to it now. And again, I can turn it on, turn it off. Have 100% control over that contrast adjustment by using a black and white layer.